Hi, my dear friends. Today, I would like to explain the learning outcomes of 6th class English because it is NAS season. Let me say a few words about NAS because already I have explained in detailed way in one video. That video's link is also in the description box of this video. Just please check it. That's why I will give only 2 or 3 sentences about NAS. NAS is nothing but National Achievement Survey. Once in 3 years, it is conducted by NCERT and CBSE collectively. On 12th November 2021, it was conducted. Now, it is going to be conducted in the first week or second week of November 2024. That's why I said this is NAS season because we have 3-month time. Okay, see August, September, October. In November, all our students are going to take question paper in the survey, not examination. What we have to do during this preparatory time of 3 months, we have to make our students very good at learning outcomes of their appropriate subjects, of their subjects concerned. Dear teachers, now we are going to learn something about what are learning outcomes of 6th class English and what are pedagogical strategies and what are targets. These 3 points we have to learn before making our students good at learning outcomes. These 3 points very important. First one, learning outcomes, pedagogical strategies and targets. These 3 points. First of all, we have clear idea, then only we can coach the students for making good at learning outcomes, then only they have to go for showing very good performance in the survey. Yeah, first one here is the learner participates in activities in English like role play, group discussion, debates. Yeah, this is what we have to do. This is the first learning outcome set by NCERT for 6th class English. That means the first learning outcome focuses on speaking skills. So here, what is the target here? Developing primary speaking skills. Yeah, what is the pedagogical strategy for that? For achieving this learning outcome, number 1, the pedagogical strategy for that is we have to make the students speaking English. How we have to make the students speaking English? First of all, we must have to speak English. We have to cultivate listening skills among the students by our speaking, by our good pronunciation, by our good intonation. Then only automatically listening skills will be cultivated among the students. Then students start speaking small sentences or small words, or at least nodding of the heads, or at least showing their face feelings, like that. So, the first one, the pedagogical strategy is teacher should be good at communicative skills. He has to speak with the students throughout the day or at least during classroom transaction. Dear teachers, what we have to remember? First, we concentrate on learning outcome. After that, how we have to achieve the learning outcome from the students, there is pedagogical strategy. Pedagogical strategy. Then you please apply the pedagogical strategy. After that, you can reach fixed target. That is the thing. See here, there is pedagogical strategy, then this is learning outcome, and this is target in white color. That is a target. That is the thing. That is only the classroom transaction. That is only the process. See, this is total is process. Whenever we follow this process for every learning outcome, students be very good at communicative skills, at the same time be good at writing skills, then they can face the survey and they show better performance. In collectively, we can show our district performance at Zenith level. That is the strategy. The second one, recites and shares poems, songs, jokes, riddles and tongue twisters. These are important. See here, poems. Poems reciting is there, as well as singing is also there. For example, next month syllabus, 4th unit of 6th class English, that is B reading. One poem is there, The Naughty Boy. Okay, yeah, see here, there was a naughty boy. A naughty boy was he. He ran away to Scotland, the people there to see. This is reciting. If we want to sing the song, there was a naughty boy and a naughty boy was he. He ran away to Scotland, the people there to see. La 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 la. Like that, the poem goes. If you want to go for reciting, if you want to go for singing, whatever it may be, what is the target? Is developing communicative skills, developing speaking skills, developing good intonation and pronunciation. For example, pronunciation. There was a naughty boy was he. He ran away to Scotland, the people there to see. This is reciting. In reciting law, pronunciation should be neat. See, there was a naughty boy, that is a pronunciation. There was a naughty boy was he. This is intonation. The pronunciation should be neat and intonation should be neat. First of all, we must have to develop, being English teachers, we have to develop the pronunciation, intonation, because listening plays a vital role for learning language. We cultivate listening skills. That's why teachers should be perfect whenever we expect something from the students. That is the thing, my dear teachers. Okay, yeah, so like that. Then what is the target? Habituating tongue to get the better pronunciation and intonation. For example, tongue twisters. Yeah, it is a fun in the class. Tongue twisters play main role in habituating our tongue for English pronunciation. For example, rain in Spain is mainly on plains. Rain in Spain is mainly on plains. ఇది స్పీడ్గా చెప్పడం వల్ల మనకి ఏమవుతుందంటే ఏ అనే సౌండ్ వస్తుంటుంది. ఆ సౌండ్ ఎక్కడ ప్లే అవుతుంది? Cake, take, like that. So, our pronunciation we have to change. Yeah, another one, drrr, the sound. Betty bought some butter, but butter became bitter butter. She wants to make it better butter. That's why she added better butter to bitter butter. But bitter butter spoils the better butter. Yeah, this is one thing. This is B అనే సౌండ్ పైన గ్రిప్ వస్తుంది, ర్ అనే సౌండ్ పైన గ్రిప్ వస్తుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ దట్ ఈస్ ద ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్. seashells ఆన్ ద seashore. ఆ సౌండ్స్ పైన వస్తుంది అనమాట. ఇటువంటి పిల్లలకు మనం చెప్పామంటే వాళ్ళకు సంతోషంగా ఉంటుంది, ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళు చెప్పలేరు, మనం కూడా స్పీడ్గా చెప్పలేము. అప్పుడు ఆ టంగ్ ట్విస్టింగ్ చాలా చక్కగా ఉంటుంది అనమాట. టంగ్ అకష్టం అవుతుంది. దట్ ఈస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ థింగ్. ఇది కూడా మనకు పెట్టడం జరిగింది సిలబస్ లో. నెక్స్ట్ లెర్నింగ్ అవుట్కమ్ ఈజ్ the learner responds to oral messages and telephonic communication. Then what is pedagogical strategy then? Yeah, what we have to do for achieving these learning outcomes. So, what we have to do then here, oral messages. Yeah, we have to give some oral message, some oral instruction, and let him act according to that message. If he cannot, we have to support him. That is called scaffolding. Next is telephonic communication. Yeah, we have to make one object as telephone and we give one object to the student and we start communicating on phone. Say, hi Krishna, how are you? Yeah, sir, I am fine. Like that. If he cannot say, tell me, hi Krishna, how are you? Yeah, dear teachers. Then next fourth one is, see here, response announcements and instructions made in the classroom, school assembly, railway stations, and in other public places. What is the pedagogical strategy to be adopted by us for getting the learning outcome? In classroom transaction, we can ask the students, what were the announcement in the assembly morning? The fifth learning outcome is the learner reads a variety of texts in English and identifies the main idea. This is main idea. Characters, sequences of ideas like that. Comprehension is very important because our question papers depend on comprehension questions. That's why this is most important. Then what is pedagogical strategy for achieving this? We have to give very good input to the students. Target is developing comprehensive skills. This is important thing. Yeah, next thing here is the learner reads to seek information from notice boards. See here, this is. Then newspapers, internet, tables, charts, diagrams, maps. So this sixth skill is very important, dear teachers, because total here the target is cultivating study skills. We know very well about that. In discourse-oriented pedagogy, the question paper depends on comprehension, study skills, discourse writing, like that. So this total, the sixth learning outcome depends on cultivating study skills. Next learning outcome is response. The learner responds to a variety of questions, means answering skills. We have to develop answering skills. How we have to cultivate answering skills? Whenever we pose many questions, easy questions to hard questions, we have to pose. We have to ask the questions. Yeah, where are you going? Question. That's why teacher should develop the skill of making questions. Then only this learning outcome is achieved. Next, uses synonyms, antonyms appropriately and deduce. This is important. Deducing means imagining according to the context. Then target is developing vocabulary. This is important because so many questions will come on vocabulary also. We know very well about that. Ninth learning outcome is the learner writes words, phrases, simple sentences and short paragraphs in dictation. So we have to dictate some paragraphs. We have to dictate with a good pronunciation. That is important. Whenever we are making dictation, our pronunciation should be neat and our pronunciation should be audible, my dear teachers. That is pedagogical strategy. Through this pedagogical strategy, we can achieve this learning. Then what is target? Developing grip on listening skills. Whenever we dictate, automatically the student listens. After that, he writes something on the paper. Then listening skills developing. Then spellings also. Whenever he writes, next learning outcome is the learner uses meaningful sentences to describe, narrate factual and imaginary situations. ఫ్యాక్చువల్ అంటే ఏంటంటే నిజ జీవితంలో జరుగుతున్న, ఇమాజినరీ అంటే ఊహకు సంబంధించిన. For achieving the learning outcome, what we have to do? We have to supply the factual as well as imaginary situations to him as input. This is very important for NAS survey also. Please be careful about this learning outcome, dear teachers. Next learning outcome is the learner refers to a dictionary skills. They check the meaning and spellings, suggested websites, that is online skills. So we have to provide dictionaries to the students as pedagogical strategy. We have to show on our cell phones some browsing. Like that, we can develop dictionary skills as well as browsing skills for getting more information from the students. So this is the target. Next is the learner writes grammatically correct sentences for a variety situations. Okay, so this is developing grammar skills. How we have to teach grammar, there are two ways of teaching English grammar according to our English methodology. Direct way of teaching English grammar, indirect way of teaching English grammar. According to DOP, we have to go for indirect way of teaching grammar. So you have to introduce noun, pronoun, adjective, preposition, conjunction, like that, all tenses, active voice, passive voice to the 6th class students in indirect way. Then only we can reach the target of grammatical skills. Next learning outcome is, this is a learner drafts, revises, writes short paragraphs based on verbal, print, visual clues. Developing paragraph. That is what we have to do as pedagogical strategy, my dear teachers. We have to supply some clues to the students. With the clues, we help the students for developing good paragraph. Then only we can reach the target. What is the target? Developing writing skills. Next one is the learner writes coherently. this is important. Coherently, meaning is logically with reasoning. Coherently, with a focus on the appropriate beginning, middle, and closing. This is called drafting skills. Writing skills are different from drafting skills. Later I will say. See, coherence means fix the sentences in logical way. The last learning outcome of 6th class English is the learner writes messages, invitations, short paragraphs, and letters, formal letter, informal letter, with a sense of audience. So, what is the pedagogical strategy for developing this? This is very important. Many questions come from this learning outcome, my dear teachers. What is the pedagogical strategy for achieving this learning outcome? We have to make the students very good at writing skills. Writing skills ని మనం ఏం చేయాలా? లెటర్ రైటింగ్ చెప్పాలి. మెసేజ్ ప్రతి ఒక్క దానికి ఒక ఫార్మాట్ ఉంటుంది. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ కన్వెన్షన్స్ ఆఫ్ రైటింగ్. కన్వెన్షన్స్ ఆఫ్ రైటింగ్ మీన్స్ స్టైల్ ఆఫ్ రైటింగ్. ఇదే 10th క్లాస్ వరకు వెళ్తూ ఉంటుంది అనమాట కన్వెన్షన్స్ ఆఫ్ రైటింగ్ గురించి. నోటీస్ దేర్ ఇస్ వన్ లేఅవుట్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మెసేజ్, దేర్ ఇస్ వన్ లేఅవుట్. Then personal letter, business letter. One special layout for personal letter and another special layout for business letter. While writing the letter, we have to fix all 6 sub-components of the letter in perfect way. Like that, we have to make the students good at writing skills. So, the target is discourse writing. Discourse writing plays vital role. We know very well about that. So, my dear teachers, what we have to do during the span of 3 months? Jot down the 15 learning outcomes, jot down the 15 pedagogical strategies and targets. Then you have to go for plan of action, how we have to achieve these 15 learning outcomes from the students. Then only we can make the students show better performance while taking NAS question paper. So my dear teachers, after watching this video, just you go to the description box. There you can get list of learning outcomes, list of pedagogical strategies, and one model question paper also. So my dear teachers, we keep everything in our mind. We can chalk out very good plan of action. Then we can make the students show very good performance in the NAS survey. Then finally, we can make our district at zenith level. That is our ambition. Then only we can be succeeded. Thank you very much. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and encourage my efforts. Thank you very much.